Okay, it don't have my people that have one a day. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you listen to the sound of my voice. This is the Biafra Superstars Media. In less than 48 hours, that the Nigerian government went to request the service of Christopher Musa, a Fulani man with a Christian name. In less than 48 hours of taking that man as your Minister of the Defense, our good brother here, Harrison, who was doing a great job, a yeoman's job in taking out those terrorists in the bushes, he has said he's calling it quits. This man you are seeing here, if you notice, I don't know whether for Delta, Edo side, this guy is doing a good job chasing those terrorists, taking them down, taking them out. The same assignment that NNAMDI KANU gave to who? The ESN, to go to the bushes and take out the terrorists. This guy was doing a good job until Christopher Musa became your Minister of Defense. They've put pressure on him, and now he has quit his job. So respect to a very dark man. I ain't bring this one come here. So make we read them together. Make we read the letter as presented by our brother Christopher Gwamnishu. This is from the platform of Very Dark Man. So if you're ready, let us read it together. In his statement, in his farewell statement, he said, sad news or sad. Harrison Gwamnishu quits his voluntary and anti-kidnapping operation after high-rank police officers allegedly threatened him. After high-ranking police officers allegedly threatened him. Lord have mercy. Here is the statement from Harrison. Let's read the statement. Let's read the statement. Let's read the statement. It says, Harrison Gwamnishu, I am not trying to make anyone feel incompetent. I understand how it might look when a civilian appears to be doing a job meant for security personnel. I am not taking anyone's job. This work is extremely risky, and I respect those who do it full time. But how do I continue working with you all without fear? How do I stay focused in the bush when I know that some personnel with me may have superiors who are unhappy with my involvement? Wouldn't they give order? Did you hear them? This will talk, it makes sense well. How will he continue in this job when he knows some of his colleagues when they fall and work for that bush as they go buy those terrorists them? Wouldn't the superiors give order to those his colleagues when we policemen to buy them? Wouldn't they give the order to buy them for inside bush? They can't like say na terrorists then shoot him and them boys. That's what he's trying to say. The way he say, but how do I continue working with you all without fear? God, Nigeria is gone. Hey, Nigeria. Mr. Harrison, God just save you. I've told you, you cannot work with the Nigerian system. You must create your own outfit and break out. They will kill you for doing well. He says, how do I continue working with you all without fear? How do I stay focused in the bush when I know that some of my personnel with me may have superiors who are unhappy with my involvement? Wouldn't they give order to do what? Wouldn't they give order to do what? Think about that. Make us think about them. Let's continue. This voluntary job has taught me a lot. Despite my mistakes, failures, and weaknesses, I have consistently shown that criminals can be tracked and apprehended through technology. May God bless you. This voluntary job has taught me a lot. Despite my mistakes, failures, and weaknesses, I have consistently shown that criminals can be tracked with and apprehended through technology. Because those guys, they are dirty looking, unkept, unhygienic animals, frail looking animals. called the Fulani terrorists. These are frail. I can take 3 out in a close combat at the same time. They are dirty-looking, frail animals. And I'm angry when you guys are scared of them. Oh, our military, they are scared of them. Scared of what? Those dirty-looking rag-tag animals? You guys disgust me, but you people have the power to come to Biafra land to buy us. You see, they told NNAMDI KANU to do it your way. He's been doing it our own way with the ESN. Now, this boy who is doing exactly what we have preached, Nigerian government has gone to stop him. He's now in fear of his life. We told you guys, say, Nigeria no wants peace. Now, Nigeria, look, under 48 hours, think about it now, of Christopher Musa becoming your minister for the defense. A man who was sacked as your CDS. He was sacked as chief of defense staff. Under 48 hours, they made him minister. Where is that done? You sack somebody, say the person knows about doing job. You sack somebody, say the person cannot do his job. And then suddenly, under 48 hours, when a minister was sacked or said he was sick, according to them, Tinubu now went to bring this man who was sacked as a CDS to become the Minister of Defense. Huh? Not Nigeria. Only in Nigeria will somebody be sacked for not being able to do a job. And suddenly, a higher job can do, him come fit, get the job. How is that possible? If you cannot do the job of a CDS, how will you now become the Minister of the Defense? Make that make sense. Somebody make that make sense for me. You bunch of animals. You have been Islamized. That's why you guys can't think anymore. Your blame NNAMDI KANU, you say he's the problem. You guys, your brain has been Islamized. You hate those who are coming to save you from your problem. You're called NNAMDI KANU the problem. No, he is the problem solver. Because everything he said has come to pass. Look at this good boy now, doing a very good job with his technology, his laptop, his drone. He's doing a very good job. But now they've given the pressure because he is spying them too much. When you are spying the terrorists too much, they find a way to spy you in the bush. God have mercy. Lord, Nigeria is gone. To Fiakwa. Bunch of animals. Bunch of animals. He now said, let's continue from there again. This voluntary job has taught me a lot. Despite my mistakes, failures, and weaknesses, I have consistently shown that criminals can be tracked and apprehended through technology. Through technology. God have mercy. Through technology. I want to do more, but I cannot read the intention of those around me in the field. My brother, God bless you. I want to do more, but I cannot read the intentions of those around me in the field. If tomorrow I am called to serve this nation officially, I will gladly answer that call. Okay, I see where you're coming from, my brother. I see where you're coming from. Thank you, Nigerians, for your unwavering support and prayers. This is another proof that some officers are benefiting from the business and they don't want anything to affect it nor stop it. Nigeria is gone. Those were his last words, with a crying emoji and the flag of your country called Nigeria. My brother Christopher, you have done a good job. It's not easy. We saw this coming from the beginning. We knew this would happen. We saw it coming. I saw you entering bush with your laptop, with your systems. They track those guys. Even me on my own, when I see their videos on TikTok, I track them with my systems here. With my gadgets, my softwares. My software. From the Western world, I can track them. I know their location. I can pinpoint their location on the map. But your government don't want to do it. What they want to do is track the IPOB boys, is to track the ESN who are doing similar job as you, staying in the bush, remain in the bush to protect the land of Biafra. That's the job of the ESN. But today, they are saying ESN is a terrorist organization condemned to die. It's the same thing now because they are protecting the land of Biafra. Now, let us go to the comments. Let's go to the comments. First one I will show you is the one from our leader here, NNAMDI KANU. What he said again has come to pass. This video you're about to watch now. What he said has come to pass. Now, follow me in this one.
I ask that I give an order in the east and any idiot to counter it. But the committee cannot go scot-free. I swear it. They cannot go scot-free. Anybody involved in any type of crime in the east cannot go free. And they're doing it because I'm in DSS. That's what if I said no idiot can try this rubbish. And they know it very well. They know it very well. And I suspect that some people in government are complicit. Yes. They are making money with insecurity. That's correct. They're making money with it. They know now the KANU is outside. In 2 minutes, this nonsense will stop. Who is the idiot? Who is the bagger? That will speak when I'm talking. Who is the fool? Who is the idiot? I ask. That I give an order in the east and any idiot to counter it. Who is the bastard? I'm asking you. Nobody can. Sir, are you I'm on the KANU. Who is the idiot?
Take it back.
The committee cannot go scot-free. I swear it. They cannot go scot-free. Anybody involved in any type of crime in the east cannot go free.
Anybody committing crime in the east cannot go scot-free. This is a man who was speaking from the court. Sees anger about insecurity happening in the east. But James Omotosho, an illiterate, a functioning illiterate who could not read nor write, called this man a terrorist. He was reading things that happened some years ago from a broadcast. And you know, in broadcast, in most cases, you freestyle when you are doing broadcasting. You don't have a script. This is the new man whose vision is to bring peace in Biafra land. But no, because they are making more money. How do you stop our billions we are making? Don't release him more. Call him a terrorist, give him life in jail. He wants to come and stop what is happening in the southeast. He wants to come and stop the insecurity happening in the southeast. They know that if this man comes out and gives just 2-minute statements, there will be absolute peace in the southeast. Not even the Boko Haram, ISIS, ISWAP, Lakorawa will have the balls to step a foot and come and do some their so-called kidnapping and killing of Christians in the southeast. Nigeria knows that, but the wickedness in them, because they want to say, if this fire they burn for my house, make it burn for every other places, because the intention is to Islamize Nigeria. So they want to compromise everywhere. Let's continue. Listen to NNAMDI KANU.
And they're doing it because I'm in DSS. That's what if I said no idiot can try this rubbish.
They are doing it because I am in the DSS. My hands are tied. I am constrained. This is the real man that your justice system gave life in jail for speaking. What about this one when him they speak now? Why don't you use the good ones he spoke against him? No, now the bad one they go choose. You filter through. You only choose the bad ones when you want to hear. Omotosho, now God go punish you. That's where he swore upon you. It will follow you, your family, your children, your lineage, your village, where you came from. Forever and ever, we have sworn that oath with God. For you to take this thing personal. You were so angry that you were trying to mimic him when you were talking. You couldn't even read the script. And you kept on reading, even though you know that script was prepared for you. You tried an innocent man. The only way that curse will be revoked is for you to go and plead and ask for the forgiveness of this man. You were even boasting, I could have given you life in jail. I mean death. But out of compassion, I'm giving you life. May God punish you there, idiots, madman. Try him now. Come and try it now, idiots. You tribal bigots. There was an NSAS in Lagos, and you put the blame on NNAMDI KANU. But your governors in Lagos said nobody died in the NSAS. You tribal bigots. Come and kill him now, idiots. I better let me leave that fool. Idiot. Tribalism has eaten you guys so deep. You are animals. I never knew that you guys were this bad. I never knew. I never knew. I was thinking the Fulanese were our number one enemies in Nigeria. Now my eyes are clear now. Because something Buhari could not do. You did it. Something Buhari dare not do. Somebody that went to kidnapping from Kenya. Something they could not do. Something Malami could not do. You guys did it. Until to today, there is joy in your hearts. Everywhere you go, you are tweeting evil stuff, wishing this man death, doing AI videos, laughing at us while we're down. You brought us evil. But in your own case, when MKO was going through it with the North, we the Biafrans, we chose not to get involved. Instead, we ran away. Because we know if we speak, they will come and kill us. I know what even my own parents went through. The whole family were in Lagos. I know what we went through in Lagos. Military men all across the neighborhood. We were stuck there. We had to stay indoors for more than 7 days. Because there were military men everywhere. Looting house to house. Jumping fence to fence. But luckily, we were in darkness for 7 days. They did that to your own people. Nigerian military government did it to your own people, to the Yorubas, and the Igbos refused to choose or join. That would have been our best chance to align with the Norths and punish the Yorubas the same way you are doing now. But we said no. MKO won that election, so we will not get involved in that. That's who we are. It's in our nature. We will not steal and loot or enjoy from someone else's sorrow. We don't do that. But you guys, over and over and over again, you have proven to be bloodsuckers. You kick a man when he's down. You destroy a people when they're down. Awolowo was in jail in the southeast and we released him. And when they saw him, he said, stop the food you are giving to these guys. How do you feed your enemies? Blockade the food. Let them suffer and die in hunger. Now I understand. As it was then, so it is now. To the Igbos, make una eye clear now. Make una eye open now. Let your eyes be clear going forward. I now know those who hate me more than the devil. We were so blind, we were pointing at the Fulani. No. The Fulani is only the cabal and their headsmen. That's the problem. The average Fulani man or the Hausa man has no problem with you. My eyes is now clear. Because this that is happening to my leader. At a time like this, they were showboating saying, I could have given him the death penalty. How dare you use the law against us? How dare you? Well, Biafrans in Lagos doing your business. It is time to start to slowly wind down. Start to slowly wind down. You've just heard the news. MPA was trying to move some businesses. Operations where? To the Warri Seaport or is it where? And they are saying no, don't do it. The governor of Lagos said no. They've taken the case to the presidency. Just a seaport to be functioning a bit, an element of the seaport to be functioning in the southeastern region. They said no. You see me, I call a spade a spade. If I do you good and in return you pay me bad, don't expect me to be that stupid. My eyes don't open now. I now know the enemies, the number one enemy of the Biafran people. Because this thing you guys did to NNAMDI KANU, this man who is speaking this way, everything he said has come to pass. Everything he said has come to pass. Now only one thing remains. Every other thing this man has said has come to pass. Only one thing I remain will never happen. But every other thing he said has come to pass. Oyendo. Take it back and listen.
Anybody committing crime cannot go scot-free. I swear it. They cannot go scot-free. Anybody involved in any type of crime in the East cannot go free. And they're doing it because I'm in DSS. That's what if I said no idiot can try this rubbish. And they know it very well. They know it very well. And I suspect that some people in government are complicit. Yes. They are making money with insecurity. That's correct. They're making money with it. They know now the KANU is outside. In 2 minutes, this nonsense will stop. Who is the idiot? Who is the bagger? That will speak when I'm talking. Who is the fool? Who is the idiot?
Nobody, sir. Sir, that one is a confirmed one. Whatever you say in less than 1 second, I will obey. We, the people, will obey. They know these things, but like you said, within the government, they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing, sir, but that's life. They charged you based on what you said. Now, in 2025, these are the good words coming from the mouth of NNAMDI KANU, but they didn't look at this one. The judge didn't say, oh, okay, while on court, you said in 2 minutes' time you will solve the problems in the Southeast. Because of that, I can see that we need you for peace in the Southeast. Based on what you have said now and what you have said then. Because of this, I am doing this, and this. No, they left all the good things he said. They were quoting something else. You pick the one when you want to pick to nail somebody down. All the good ones he said, you ignored it. That's a tribal bigot. That's the way they roll. They will leave the good ones and take the bad ones from you. They will nail you to the cross based on the bad things, according to them, that you said. Even in his own case, they had to bend it, wind, twist what he said. A man said, oh, there is a protest and we're hearing that the embassy of USA has closed down. Okay, they now get the message. That was all he said. According to James Omotosho, for the fact you said the embassy of USA has closed down, it means perhaps you have the intention to go and do something there. You want to go and bomb the embassy of Houston. That makes it an international crime. Because of that, I now see you guilty as an international terrorist because you said the embassy in USA has closed down. It means you are guilty because your plan, perhaps you want to go and bomb it the same way you spoke about the High Commission. You told the people to go and protest in the front of the British High Commission. It means you have a plan to bomb it. That way, you're also a terrorist. I call you an international terrorist. Because of that, I give you life in jail. He was reading like a baby. A script that was prepared, something that was not discussed in his own case. So you all saw it now when the evidence came. The witnesses, witness AAA, BBB, CCC, DDD. None of them spoke about U.S. Embassy or oh my God, Nigeria is gone. Let's continue, I beg.
I ask that I give an order in the East and any idiot to counter it. Who is the bastard? I'm asking you.
Nobody can counter you, sir. They look, Nigeria knows that. They're just playing games. Nobody will counter you. Let's continue.
Nobody can.
Sir, are you
I'm NNAMDI KANU. Who is the idiot?
Nobody can. I am NNAMDI KANU. Those were his words. That was the opportunity, the moment any sensible government will seize. It's okay. We now have him on our side. And come live on TV. Say, okay, going forward, this man said in 2 minutes, he will solve the peace. Because of that, I'm giving him over. I'm handing him over to the governor of Abia State. The governor, Alex Oti, under your care. He is free to be in the government house. Stay in the government house. Give him his broadcast, his order from the government house. Let us see what will happen. He said 2 weeks. I'm giving him, he said 2 minutes, but I'm giving him 2 months. Let us see what he can do from the government house. You have seized the moment to hold NNAMDI KANU against his words. He said 2 minutes. Give him 2 months in government house. Go and live there. You are under house arrest in government house. Go and stay with the government house there for 2 months. Let us see what will happen in the south. You see, people won't get sense. They understand that this man is not just an ordinary person. NNAMDI KANU is just not an ordinary person. He is one of the critical stakeholders. By nature, the way things are now, he is number one when you are calling the who is who in Biafra land. Way ahead of those governors, because those governors, they work in silos, they work in different states. But this man is more of a regional figure, if not a national figure. But very soon, around the whole country, you'll be thanking this man. Very soon, around the country, you'll be thanking this man. So don't assume that if you condemn this man to life in jail, you assume you are condemning just one man. You must be stupid and foolish and myopic to be thinking that way. This man, whatever happens to him, happens to us. Since you jailed him life imprisonment, you have jailed me and the Biafrans, the 80 million Biafrans, life imprisonment. But what's so funny, exactly what this man was doing, his intentions for the ESN is what that young boy is doing, Harrison. And today, under your new Minister of Defense, Harrison has called it quits. Harrison has called it quits. Harrison has called it quits. Let's continue with some few more comments. This one said, according to Gumi, don't vote for politicians who will attack, kill bandits. They are our warriors in the forest. Islamic cleric Gumi tells Northerners. When he said it, we saw all the politicians were running to him to kiss his ring and to bow down to him. Somebody else said, the truth and fact remains that the police, the military, the government, and most religious leaders are part of the members of these bandits. Boko Haram, Fulanis, and kidnappers. Simple as that. God bless you, sir. God bless you. Another comment said, Harrison Gwamnishuku has rescued more Nigerians than the entire Nigerian police budget this year. This makes sense. This guy was operating without a budget. And see how effective his job was. Unlike your Nigerian police, where they give them billions upon billions. Your army, billions upon billions to buy the weapons. But they turn the weapons on the Biafrans because we are protecting our land from the Fulani coming to kill us. But Harrison was doing his own stuff. From a micro point of view, doing his own stuff with his own money as a voluntary force. The same way the ESN, they are a voluntary force. And their primary job is to remain in the bush. Do not come out in the bush. Remain in the bush. That was a one-way ticket. Like back in the days in the Western world where they have those high walls. Some warriors, some volunteers will go and walk and stay behind the higher walls. They remain there to protect and become a fortress for the community where they are from. That was the job of the ESN, to remain in the bushes. And to call a spade is to remain and die in the bush, never to come out again. That was the job of the ESN. Go to the forest, go to the bush, protect the boundaries of Biafra, protect the borders of Biafra, remain there so that when the terrorists are coming, you stop them from coming in to affect our women doing their farms and the people. Remain and die there. Do not come out of the bushes of Biafra land. Those were the jobs. They are the only assignment given to ESN. So to the legal team, all you have to do of NNAMDI KANU, go and take the video of NNAMDI KANU where he established the ESN members and where he read out their number one assignment. The only job task they have, their only objective is to remain in the bushes, which they were doing gallantly. That was why your Nigerian military were now going to the bush to buy the ESN. Not only that, Asari Dokubo, Asawana, with his own team, known as special forces. They were going to the bush. They were buying the ESN. Then they will say, oh, look at some graveyard here. They are eating some dead body. We know what's in there. The ESN, they never came out to the communities. They were never in the town. They were never in the village. They were never in the market square. They remained in the bushes. That was why your military were going to bush to go and kill them, throwing bombs. Tokado jet was flying, dropping bombs to kill people, protecting their land from who? From the encroaching Fulani killer headsmen. You guys should think, take your time, leave the sentiments, leave the tribalism and think. ESN's job was to protect the land, the boundaries, the borders of Biafra. From who? I ask. From who? The encroaching Fulani killer headsmen with their AK-47 and guns. And they did the gallant job until your Nigerian military got involved. The same way our brother now, Harrison, is scared of his life. And he had to quit. But in the case of the ESN, they had no option of quitting. Because they've given their life to protect Biafra land. But in the case of Harrison, he can quit when he wants to quit. And he's asking now for a government job. Perhaps like a contract, the same way they give Asare the Kubo, you know, give him one. He's doing a good job. No wahala. No wahala. Give him one. Let's continue, I beg. Harrison Wanishu has rescued more Nigerians than the entire Nigerian police budget this year. They don't threaten him because he's doing something wrong. They threaten him because he's doing it too right. God bless you. If anything happens to this man, the whole country go burn. Simple. You see, someone is speaking fact now. If anything happens to Harrison, the whole country go burn. Now, this man saying this now, they will not say, oh, you are now a terrorist because he said the whole country will burn. That's the literal rule they use against NNAMDI KANU. I mean, no worry. God, today is your turn. Yesterday, in our own time, we did not choose with the military against the Yorubas. We didn't do it. But today, the Yorubas, you have chosen to go along with Tinubu and to condemn the Igbos. It's really, really unfair. NNAMDI KANU, you guys should know that that man means more than he means the world to us. So the insult of what your judge did in court, that insult alone, it will be hard for us to forgive. Oh. I will not forget that one. No. It will be hard. I know the good ones are amongst you. I know that the good guys are amongst you. But what James Omotosho did in court, it has been ingrained in my heart that until I die, I will never forget it. What that man did, a man who could not read, he forced himself to read a script that he did not write. He was calling the wrong words. Stooge. He said, Stoogie? I said, what is going on here? Okay, let's leave that. One more. I say it always and I'll say it again. The banditry, kidnapping, and all sorts of criminality going on in Nigeria are orchestrated by the Nigerian security agencies and some politicians. God have mercy. Let us wrap it up with this guy here. I don't understand. Is it the same Harrison in this post that allegedly stole ransom? See? Bad name immediately. They want to lie that he has stolen some money. Harrison, we saw your good job you did. So stay strong. You have done the right thing by backing down. I rest my case. For those that have ears, let them hear. For those that have ears, let them hear. No more talk.
Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits that kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movement. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.